One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get first crack at it today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Gonna run it. It's Mung. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
The running back has it. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that is beautiful execution by the defense. What do I do with that option? String him along. Don't let him make a quick decision. Don't let it be obvious. Did a good job slow playing it, stretching it out, everybody being able to run to the football, use the sideline as a defender. Nice job by the defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Fitted in the window for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which make...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on first and goal. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! A great catch and run for 6. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over Oregon. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Quick spin on the run. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off play action on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Back to pass. Oh, he's got some space. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilcox. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free. But the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He'll throw on third down. Puts it out of the air. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Gives it on the option. Got the first down. Looking for more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Cox. The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You you got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Takes a handoff. It's Mung. He's brought down, just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback making adjustments. Toss sweep to the right. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And that is great 3rd down and short defense. You're thinking up the middle, up the middle. You got to react to something wide. Great job seeing the toss, stretching it out, making sure they don't get downhill, making sure they don't get the first down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it to clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of the long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pulled the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. And they're not on the same page there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Makes it past the marker. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock.
And a nice play call offensively there, knowing that the defense is expecting pass, knowing no one on the defensive side of the ball is going to be thinking about your running back in the running game, so you catch them by surprise. Only 4 defenders rushing upfield. The lanes were massive, and that was easy work for the running back.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. He'll bring it out. It's Mung. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like it's
Turning it on! And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Washington wants to go quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The hand to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Fights off a defender.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got him. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff to the lone back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. You You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Run in the red zone, it's Monk. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
To the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quick completion on the out. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range.
Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up by 17 over Oregon. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And
oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Washington right back to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Using the quick game. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Right on the money. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Gets it out fast. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Huskies! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Number 17, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. It's Mung. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Leaves it with the running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But he does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if it...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And how about the big fella right in the middle of this 3-4 defense getting the pass rush? He just anchors down and just pushes the interior of this offensive line right back into the lap of the quarterback.
Makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his target down the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Quarterback on the keeper. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, And they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. To a drive there of 84 yards. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
That's reeled in. It's Wilcox. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback.
Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Trying to take it back. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Using his legs, it's Monk. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Cox. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 10 to Western Kentucky.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time he's got it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Finds the big tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. The Huskies want to move quickly. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll immediately call timeout. Washington coming to the line with another first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Just keeps slinging it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Touchdown, Huskies! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches in the score. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Timeout, Washington.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Cox. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this